What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is John and this is John Paul Investing. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about Vinco Ventures, or stock ticker symbol BBIG. You will discover that this is a conglomerate company. This is a company that is in the business of building other brands. In the US, this would be comparable to Berkshire Hathaway, even Google. So while I think this stock has already had a pretty good run up, especially if you held it, before this month or last month in August, then you would have already made a ton of money by now. But I was digging through their last 10Q quarterly earnings report, and I did discover that they have a short-term investment in a company called JUPW Wellness that I also will want to bring up later in this video. This could be a potential nice run-up FDA play, similar to Aquestive Therapeutics, and also similar to a stock that we love to talk about, which is Sensonic stock, or stock ticker SENS. I also want to remind you guys that I have a free newsletter that I'm going to be releasing here very shortly. I'm just collecting email addresses right now while I figure out exactly what kind of content I'm going to put on there. I want to make sure whatever I do write to you guys is not just fluff and that it is actually providing real value. Go ahead and check out the link in the description below and you will be able to sign up for that newsletter absolutely free. Now also, I do apologize for this razor bump / pimple that I got going on my lip. It's an eyesore, but I can't do anything about it. So yeah, I hope it's not too distracting. So I am on Vinco Ventures website right now, and I went to their company info tab. The way they would like to describe their business is that Vinco Ventures leverages the new market opportunity by utilizing their big strategy: buy, innovate, and grow. Now, if we scroll down, we'll see a list of some of their brands. I had not heard of any of these, honestly, before I started making this video. I did bring up a few of them here. We've got 9/11 Help Now, Uber Mom, Purple Mountain Clean. This is like a hand sanitizer. Human Earth. This is a CBD product line. Sparter Specs, Edison National Medical, and a few others that I won't go into detail in this video. But again, I zoomed in a little bit so you could see it better. Here are their brands. So BBIG stock has already had a really nice run up from an initial, $3 a share up to almost $12 a share. This is a company that went 4 times in value, or grew 4 times in value in the matter of, 4 or 5 days. This is not something at all that I would be chasing. If anything, I would be waiting for it to pull back, possibly to around the $6.50 levels or the $5.50 levels. Of course, it depends how cheap you would like to get involved in, if you are looking to get involved in this stock at all. So when it comes to technical analysis and analyzing these stocks for potentially making trades or short-term bets, what you want to be looking for is obvious highs and obvious lows in places where price reacts very heavily. I will be labeling them with these squares so you can just take note of all the prices where the stock has reacted, and how you might be able to use this to your advantage. I also like to teach that whenever price moves, it's going to be aiming for previous highs and to breach those highs. The reason being is because whenever there are notable highs and notable lows, a lot of investors like to place limit orders above and below these points. So above all of these previous peaks in the stock, there are a ton of orders, which in other words is a lot of money or liquidity sitting above these orders. So there would be a ton of orders around here. There would be a ton of orders somewhere up here. There would be a ton of orders here and a ton of orders here. And traditionally, what do you learn online whenever you want to, invest in the stock market? You learn about support and resistance and to place limit orders to catch the breakouts. So in this case, BBIG experienced that already, and it has actually fell below this point of around $9.40. So between $3 and this previous high back in January of this year, it has breached all of these highs. And the more time that the stock wants to trade sideways, the more orders are going to accumulate above these points. So for market makers, this is a great opportunity to push the markets up and capture all of this liquidity. So there is a very good chance that this falling back down below this previous high of around $9.30 or 40 cents, that this thing could come back down and test either the $7 level, the $6 level, or the $5 level. So you don't have to overanalyze each particular day. You really just have to look at the big picture and see what's happening. Just looking based off of this, the fact that it breached this previous high back here If you look at the current price action from just yesterday, you'll see that it ended up falling back below this area, which was once previous resistance. It is now acting as resistance again if we look over here. So if I drag this line out, I'll just move it down a little bit so you get a clear picture. Price tested this point and was not able to stay above it for long. It breached for one 4-hour candlestick. It fell below it. It had some purchasing pressure, but ultimately, at least on the near term, it was not able to stay above this price point. So it is going to look for another price floor. The next price floor is either going to be around $7.50, or if you want to be a little bit more optimistic and get it at a cheaper price, you could say somewhere around $6. So if you made your money on this stock over the past few days, congratulations. But this is not a stock that I would be quite chasing yet, just because I feel that this stock has completely reset all of its orders that it's accumulated, and that right now it is in a position to start to accumulate orders once again. So I see the downside on this stock, at least over the next, I don't know, maybe week or two or maybe month. No one really knows, but at least in terms of price action, we have around 10% to as low as, I would say, 30% in the near-term future. Now, I think I might have potentially found a FDA run-up play thanks to BBIG, because I was actually looking at a couple of their filings, and in the most recent quarterly report, I was just kind of exploring to see what their short-term investments might have been, and I found this company called JUPW Wellness, or stock ticker JUPW, which is a company that Vinco Ventures did make an investment in. They have right now around $1,040,000 in stock with a $144,000 unrealized gain in the company. Just finding this company, I was curious, like, okay, what is this company? Why would they, buy their stock? I went into their SEC filings and found that they were actually in the middle of getting in contact with the FDA to get an early pre-investigational new drug meeting with the US FDA, or Food and Drug Administration, on its new JW100 drug. So what this company does, which is a company, again, that Vinco Ventures invested in, JUPW Wellness is in the business of developing skincare treatments that target the body's own endocannabinoid system. So they are using a lot of CBD products and hemp products to target what they believe is a fragmented / not fully capitalized on market of skincare and eczema, or in simpler terms, atopic dermatitis, which I believe is hereditary skin conditions. So JUPW Wellness is actually a stock that has been beat down heavily. This is a stock that, buying it at close to $11, if you would have, let's say you chase this stock, you would be down around 83% right now in stock price. And I will add that this is a company that has not had any stock splits. TradingView doesn't account for stock splits, but in this case there were none. So this is, flat out stock price movement. If you bought it at 11, you are holding the bag at $1.80 right now. But what I think is a good thing is right now they just released these press releases saying, so if we go to the actual press release about the pre-investigational, preclinical study for submission to the FDA, that it has shown that in a double-blinded, placebo-controlled clinical trial, the JW100 significantly reduced the ISGA scores in 50% of adult patients suffering from eczema, and JW100 cleared or reduced eczema following 2 weeks of use. So if you go on Google and just type in JW100 clinical trial, it will actually bring you to the clinicaltrials.gov official website. The brief summary of this study is to compare the efficacy of their JW100 cream against a commercially available, well-known eczema treatment. In this case, for comparison, at least in this study, they're using a Pfizer topical treatment called Eucrisa for the treatment of atopic dermatitis in adult patients with mild to moderate AD, measured in the Static Global Assessment Scale. This study includes 184 participants, which are all randomized, and this is a double-blind study. This is meaning that both groups don't know exactly what it is they're putting on their skin. They just know it's either going to be the JW100 or they know it's going to be Pfizer's Eucrisa. It's not until after the study that they reveal what it is they were using as a topical solution. So if we go to JUPW Wellness's investor presentation on page 10 of 23, we will see that the eczema head-to-head trial comparing these two topical treatments is expected to be completed in the first quarter of next year. However, they are trying to submit to the FDA for an early pre-investigational study. They're pretty much just saying, FDA, hey, we have this study. We've already conducted some initial studies, and it has had good turnout. They have already shown that in the initial double-blind study, the JUPW did significantly reduce the eczema within at least half of the patients using the JUPW topical solution. So going back to the stock itself, I would say that this is a stock that has a huge potential to run up in price, considering how beat down it is and how long it's been already. It's been almost 9 months that it's been beat down, and I do strongly believe that an FDA run-up could be brewing right now in the stock. Jupiter Wellness is not a huge company by any means at all. They've got around 23 million shares outstanding for $1.78 each, so we're looking at around a $40 million market cap right now. So it's not a big company at all. It wouldn't take too much to move this stock 5 or 10% in stock price. It would maybe a few $1,000,000 is enough to move this stock 5 or 10%. So I think any investor interest, at least on the institutional level, would drive this stock up pretty dramatically based on these factors. Now, this is not a stock that is in extreme short interest, short squeeze territory. We've got around 140,000 shares in short interest out of an average 615,000 traded in daily volume. For the most part, this is not a stock that I would expect to, run up 50 or 100% over the course of a day or two, but this is a stock that could move up 5 to 10% very easily with just a little bit of institutional interest. So I'm pretty glad I was even able to find Jupiter Wellness. Vinco Ventures had a really nice run up, but it's not a stock that I would be chasing at this point based on the factors that I mentioned earlier in this video. But I think that Jupiter Wellness, which is a company that they are invested in, could be a potentially nice run up FDA play if that is something that you're into as an investor. If you would like to know a bit more about these, I recommend you guys sign up to the newsletter down below in the description, or if you would like to just ask me directly or would like to be a part of our Discord group or Patreon group, go ahead and check out the other link in the description to join as well. It is only $5 a month and anyone is welcome to join. Anyways, guys, that is all for this video. If you learned anything or got any value from this video, all I ask from you guys is to hit that like button. If you'd like to get notified when I make future videos, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell notification to get notified when I make videos just like this one. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.